We're not going to have any filming whatsoever, and we're going to introduce you to our great host. Everybody, you've seen her. She's performed all over the Northeast. Everybody, give it up for Mandy Jones!
Hey everybody, how's it going? Let's give it up for yourselves for coming out. How many nights? Yes. So, my name is Mandy Jones. My boss used to always say that Mandy Jones sounded like a porn star's name. Yeah, there clearly wasn't an HR department at our office. I've gotten used to being on stage and, in front of a crowd. I've decided I'm going to start doing beauty pageants. I think I'm going to be good. I'm going to win. I'm going to represent states like Miss Directed Anger, and Miss Informed, Miss Demeanor. No, but really, I feel like a beauty queen sometimes. Like, I went to get my eyebrows waxed the other day, and right before the lady's done, she's like, mustache too? I think it's important to surround yourself with people like yourself. All my friends are stupid and mentally ill. They don't have voicemail boxes, but if they do, they're full. My one friend, she got a DWI because she ran out of gas in her Prius. I have another friend, she complains about how awkward it was the time she had to shake the hand of a man with no thumb because her hand just slid right up his arm. My other friend, she had texted me that her goldfish died, unexpectedly. So I texted her back, well, if it makes you feel any better, my grandma just died. And it didn't. But that's completely true. My grandmother was 91 years old, just celebrated her 91st birthday. Let's give it up for Noni, 91 years old. Noni. So she was born in 1930. That's the same year scientists discovered Pluto. I don't know if you know anything about Pluto, but I'll never forget, 2016 they denounced Pluto as a planet. So my grandmother was older than a planet, and she was very Irish. And I don't know if you know anything about the Irish, but they have no palate when it comes to art or food. So she was hospitalized one time for severe abdominal pain. And they were like, well, what have you eaten? She goes, a bag of marshmallows and a gallon of peanuts. They're like, miss, no wonder you're not feeling well. According to this chart, you're a circus elephant. Like, my God. And she was very Catholic, so when she passed away, my aunts raided her house, as you do when your loved ones dies. And she had like 1,000 sets of rosary beads at the house. So my aunts was very nice. At the wake, they had a basket of rosary beads. So me and my cousins, we each took a set, and we're wearing them out like we're gangsters in prison. And my sister was like, that was such a nice wake. It felt like Mardi Gras in there. Noni would have loved it. I don't know how my grandmother did it. My mom was one of 10 growing up. She ran away one time and no one even noticed. She just went back inside the house. My mom got a cat recently, and it was 6 months old, this kitten, and it developed respiratory issues. She fucking returned it. She was not emotionally invested enough to start paying medical bills. She's like, I'm not nebulizing a cat. That's where I draw the line. But I'm from a real big, fake, crazy family. Like my dad, he is banned from the Walmart in Comac. I don't know if you know anything about the Walmart in Comac, but I was there the other day picking up a couple things for my dad. And there was no dividers. And so the man in front of me obviously doesn't want to pay for my stuff. So he's like, wait a minute, where are the dividers? So the employee blank face just says, there was an incident. So obviously the divider became a weapon, which I'm not surprised by, with a name like Divider that it became weaponized, But my dad cracks me up, Recently, he showed us around his bedroom. He got new furniture and he painted the walls. And then he crouches down specifically to show us the pleather matted headboard. He's like, yeah, this is for when you're slamming the bitch's head against the back of the headboard. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. It's a perfectly normal conversation to have with your adult daughter. Son-in-law, right? Cool. Yeah, we were going through photos one time. He holds up a photo of me. I'm like 5 years old. I got my Easter dress, my Easter bunny. He's like, oh, honey, I love this picture of you. You can see my truck and my Impala in the back. Yeah. But, it was funny, when my dad was a kid, he broke both of his arms at the same time. So he was confined to 2 casts at once. And my grandmother would say he would ride a bicycle around like that. She's like, oh, I wish I had a photograph of that, But one of the arms healed faster than the other arm. So my grandfather brought him to the doctor, and he got one of the casts off. And he was so pumped, that he had all this extra mobility. So when he was running around school, he slid into a metal door frame and shattered his kneecap. So now the same day, he has to go back, get picked back up from school, and now go back to the doctor to get a cast now on the leg. And the doctor's like trying to break it to my granddaddy. He's like, I think he has weak bones. And my granddaddy's like, he doesn't have weak bones, he's a fucking idiot. Like, this has nothing to do with a calcium deficiency. And then my dad, he's like, yeah, I used to have to take the short bus, because of my cast. I'm like, Dad, that was not because of your cast. Like, don't you remember they kept picking you up, like, after you got the cast off? And if anyone's offended by that, that's my biological father we're talking about, so it's totally cool. But